Hi, welcome to Tett TV. Now we're going to look at boom handling technique, and that's the topic that we're looking at. And it is very interesting, especially if you want to be a filmmaker or you want to know more about filmmaking, or you're probably thinking about doing that in future, and which is very possible. Now, when it comes to boom handling, there are so many things involved. Now I'm going to touch all of that. Now the setting up of the boom, we will be looking at that one in our next video. But then when we look at the boom setup, there are things that you need to be able to mount the boom. Now you need a microphone, and you need a cable, SLR cable, and then you need a windshield, and then you need a mic holder. Now the mic holder will be at the end of the boom. And the boomstick is such that you can decrease the length or you can extend the length. Now, what we are seeing in the video now has been extended to be able to get to where the characters are. Now, the windshield, it helps to prevent wind that might compete with the voice of the character. Now, in booming, can be boom up or you can boom down. Now, if you are to boom down, then it has to depend on the shot. If it is a close-up shot or a medium shot, you can do that and still get the characters of voice. But make sure that your holder, which is having the mic, is very tight so that the mic wouldn't drop, just as we saw. So it has to be well done to be able to get the characters on angle. And if it is this way, then you are sure you are getting a very good sound. Now, if the shot is set to be extended, probably in the medium long shot or full shot, that means you have to boom from top, just as we are seeing in the video. And so when you do that, then you can get the character's voice and the boom wouldn't be in shot. But in this case, when you are focusing on the characters, note that in filmmaking, characters are meant to what? Make a move. They are supposed to move depending on the action. So when they are moving as a sound man, you need to move with them. But you just move, you move with the mic still focused on them. And that is what is most important. Now, if you have to move backwards, check your surrounding. Is there any obstacle that might prevent you? Is there anything that probably as you are coming back, you might bump into it? Now, note that immediately you bump into something, the shock goes into you, and then once the boomstick shakes, now that vibration gets to the microphone, and then it will be heard in the sound that you are recording. So those are the things that you need to pay attention to. Now you can glide backwards, you can move forward, you can also pan left, and then you can also pan right with the boom. Now depending on the action, and therefore you have that leverage of moving the boom from both left and right, forward, backwards, in order to focus on the characters that are talking. And you need not to boom from their back. It has to be in front of them. It will cut across or brush their face in order for you to get the sound. So you could see in the shot, you see the boom operator moving backwards and then panning the same time. Now focusing on the characters, and you need to focus on them. Your attention and everything should be on the characters so that you can then get their sound. If your attention is not on the characters, if you are not focused and you are looking at other things around you, definitely you are going to mix a lot of things from what the characters are saying, and you have to do retake. And so for you to perfect it and know how to do it, the focus has to be on the characters. Your movement has to be in a way that is so calculated. You move backwards in a way that you don't rush into something, but it has to be well calculated. And then you have to make sure that as you move, you don't get involved yourself into something that might cause a vibration into the recording that you are doing. And so we see this, and it is so easy. You use your two hands, you raise them, especially when you are taking a long shot, and then you do your movement backwards and you work with the characters so that you can get them on angle. Now the characters cannot move and still fix at one position. No, that one you won't get your good sound.